Hey there, tennis fans. I'm Grace Carter, and this is Tennis Now, presented by Tennis Express. Tennis Express, order today, and it ships today. Images of violence and carnage in Ukraine are sending shockwaves all over the world. Tragically, the invasion hits home for several Ukrainian tennis players, and many tennis stars have united to plea for peace after Russia's invasion on February 24th. Dayana Yastremska and her sister Ivana were both rehabbing at home in Odessa, Ukraine. They say they were terrified, hiding in an underground parking lot with their family while their city was being bombed. In an interview with French publication L'Equipe, Dayana says it was no longer possible to leave. The airspace had been shut down. She says she saw missiles exploding. They didn't know where the missiles would fall. They didn't know where to go. They didn't know what to do. She says they were in utter panic. In a heartbreaking family parting, Dayana said her parents sent her and her sister out of the country, but the family stayed behind. Dayana told L'Equipe that her father Alexander's parting words were to build a new life and always stay together. He told them not to worry and to remember that Ukraine is their motherland no matter what. Dayana says she burst into tears. Ukrainian number one Elina Svitolina wrote very movingly of fear, pain, and pride seeing her people fight for their lives in a love letter called To My Motherland. It reads, "My people, every day I fear for you, I am devastated." Svitolina has further announced that she will not play Russian or Belarusian players unless the WTA and ATP follow the IOC and brand Russians as neutral athletes. Elina has also pledged to donate all of her prize money at upcoming tournaments to the Ukrainian Army and Ukrainian humanitarian support groups. We are seeing some amazing acts of bravery by Ukrainians. ATP standout Sergei Stakhovsky, who once upset Roger Federer at Wimbledon, showed his support with words and actions. He wrote on Twitter that he has never been more proud of his countrymen. Stakhovsky called the invasion a living nightmare and told Sky News he is in the process of helping his wife and children evacuate to Hungary. After that, he plans to return home to Ukraine and defend his nation, saying he will fight. It's why he's trying so hard to get back to the Ukraine, he says. In fact, he has signed up for the reserves last week, admitting he has no military experience, but privately he does have experience shooting a gun. Sergei says his dad and his brother are both surgeons, and he says they are under a lot of stress. He talks to them frequently and knows that right now they are sleeping in a basement. Tennis stars from several different nations have also made public pleas for peace. Russian number one Anastasia Pavlyuchenkova, who partnered with Andrey Rublev to win the Olympic mixed doubles gold last summer, took a bold and brave stance, publicly calling for the war to stop. In a Twitter post, she wrote, "I am not afraid to clearly state my position. I am against war violence. I am just an athlete who plays tennis. I am not a politician. I am not a public figure. Stop the violence. Stop the war." She went on to say that personal ambitions and political motivations do not justify violence. She says she is very confused by the decision to invade Ukraine. In the past, Russian stars have hesitated to speak out publicly against government action, but that seems to have changed. Russian Andrey Rublev wrote, "No war, please," on the camera lens during his run to the championship in Dubai, and he has called for peace and unity. Andrey says we should take care of our earth and each other. It's the most important thing. Those are sentiments also shared by Rafa Nadal, who said he hopes the violence ends very quickly. He calls the invasion incomprehensible and insane. Rafa didn't want to talk about politics, but he said in the century we are in, he finds it incredible that this is allowed to happen. It is bleak and incomprehensible. New world number one Daniil Medvedev says he will use his platform to promote peace all over the world. He told the media in Mexico, "In tennis, he has traveled all over the world, and watching what is happening now is not easy." Well, we join the tennis community hoping and praying that this ends soon for the sake of the peace-loving citizens in Ukraine and in Russia. I'm Grace Carter. We'll see you next time here on Tennis Now.